everyone. Happy Monday night and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. I am so excited to be with you guys. I've missed you. I'm popping just on before 7 so Facebook can let you know I've gone live. If you received my newsletter this morning, you would have known I've gone live, but I didn't get a chance to post it on my Facebook page. So hopefully you'll see me up and you will join me. Welcome, welcome to my happy space, aka my craft room. This is where you will find me spending a lot of my time. I love coming in here and just creating and listening to music. It really truly takes those everyday stressors away. So my name is Anne Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited to be with you. Usually I go live every Monday and Wednesday night and I bring you a product of the week. We're switching things up this week. As many of you know, I was in Raleigh, North Carolina 2 weeks ago for Onstage, Stampin' Up's big Onstage event. It was my first in-person event since 2019 and oh my gosh, it was amazing. I can't wait to tell you more about it. And then when I came home, 2 days later, I got really sick. So today is actually the first day I've been back to work and starting to feel a little bit more like myself. I still don't have the energy, but I thought, you know what? I want to pop on and share with you guys this week. I did not want to go another week without sharing. So we're switching things up. For tonight, I thought I would show you a recap of what I got at Onstage. So my Onstage bag, all the gifts we got, and then on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. join me live and I'm going to show you the swaps I got. Now I didn't swap a lot. I didn't take like a lot. I know there's people that took more like 200 swaps, 100. I just didn't have the time, but I did 30 and I have those swap cards to share with you and some gifts that I received from friends. So I'm just trying to find me here on my iPad. If you are say hi. Please like, comment, and share my video. As I said, it's the best compliment you can give me. As I said, I have missed you guys. I was so sick. Yeah, it was not fun. I literally probably didn't start feeling like myself till Friday of last week. And so I was off 2 full weeks with being sick. This is how you know that I'm sick. I wasn't even in my craft room. Like I literally was on the couch and slept a lot. So finally I had some energy on the weekend. I was in my room. I reorganized my new Incolours into my ink pads and my cardstock. So I'm excited. So I do have a lot to share with you, but before I flip the camera, because it'll be easier for me to show, so tonight we're going to do a recap of Onstage. So we're probably like, well, what's Onstage, Anne? Onstage is an event that Stampin' Up! Does for its demonstrators, only demonstrators, and it's globally. So there was 3 events. One was in South Pacific, one was in France, and one was in North Carolina, which is North America. And I thought, like I said, it was easy to go to. It was drivable. So I actually drove with 2 of my teammates. We went to Ohio, Columbus, Ohio on Sunday, and we stayed with my friend Mary Nabe for 2 days. And then we all drove to Raleigh, North Carolina. And let me tell you, this weather was beautiful. It was 28 degrees. It was sunny. It was warm. It was beautiful. And then the event started Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we drove as far as we could on Saturday night and we were home on Sunday. So it was an amazing time, just being away from everyday life things and hanging out with my team and my friends. And the best part was I saw my Stampin' Up! Buds that I have not seen since 2019. The hugs, the tears, oh my God, it was so worth it. It truly made my day seeing them. I mean, I've talked to them, we've FaceTime, but it's nothing like seeing them in person. I constantly had a smile on my face. My friends were like, oh my gosh, like you're like stardom, you know this person. And I was like, this is how you get to meet them. So they were pretty excited to meet those people too. I think my favorite was when I was with my one team member who earned Center Stage Plus, and we were in the Leaders Lounge and Sarah Douglas walked in, who is the CEO of Stampin' Up, and she was like, oh my God, is that Sarah? And I'm like, yeah, do you want to go meet her? She's like, yeah. She was starstruck. It was beautiful. But so before I share with you all the stuff, so we're going to do like what I got in my bag, and then I'm going to show you new products that will be coming out in our annual catalog, which I have right here. It's a beautiful catalog. I wish I could show you the inside, but I officially cannot show you the inside until May 6th. But watch for a post. I will be posting and emailing out if you were looking for catalogs. If you are a customer of mine and placed an order in the last 6 months, $50 or more, you automatically get a free catalog. And then you will get the first round of catalogs going out, and then I will give you the other ones. So this is an amazing catalog. I truly wish I could show you the inside because it's beautiful. So first thing when we got there, we checked in and we got this amazing bag. Look at this bag. It's like, it's a plastic tote and it's huge. Now, my bag is filled because I actually have a big fundraising event on Saturday. So my bag has all that stuff in it. So I'm not going to show you, but it had these handles on it. So the neat thing about this bag is you can interchange it to the handles. I really like these ones, but they were uncomfortable walking around. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna switch it out, and a lot of people did. And it's so funny, I love the fact how Stampin' Up is so trendy, because last week when I was, like the last 2 weeks when I was home and was looking just on social media, I actually saw bags that looked exactly like this, and they were calling the perfect tote for beach. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty cute. So that is my tote. So let me just go put this away for a quick minute. So inside that tote, we received the following, which was super nice. I actually put it away and I had to dug it out. So we got this beautiful like binder clip, and then it had like paper, and it had a pen and some other things. So let me flip my camera so I can show you the rest of the stuff, and you'll be able to see the view downwards. Okay, so you're going to, I'm so rustic, so hopefully you bear with me. You're going to see my blinds, and then I'm going to put you up and hope that bring you down a little bit here. And then once, if somebody is here, just give me a thumbs up so I know that you can see what I see. That would be great. I'm just going to look here on my camera view also. Just kind of playing around with it here. Okay, so I think I am, if someone can tell me with a thumbs up or a heart, let me know if I'm straight. I feel like I'm straight. I could be not be straight. I think my camera is not straight. Okay, so let's try that for a minute. Oh, I think that's better. Maybe a little too much, maybe. Okay. All right. So in our bag was this lovely notebook, so you could take notes, and we had all this paper, and it had a pen, and I just put some of the stuff that we got. So these were our Onstage placemats, which were so pretty. I didn't want to stamp on it, so I kept it. I might laminate them. And then they had what was called Product Playground, where you could go around and like look at different things. So they had these stickers, and they were asking you questions, and you picked based on what your answers were. So let's get creative. Virtual album retreat, memory keeping. Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing. I can't wait to tell you more about that. I'll be at next year's Onstage, which will be in Long Beach, California. I'm aiming to earn the incentive trip, so I'm hoping to earn that. Hi, Catherine. It says, I'm searching for the stars. World Card Making Day is in October, and I'm working for Backstage. So that was kind of neat. And then we got this cool bookmark where we had to answer a question and then write it down. And then they had some of these postcards, which were pretty cute. It says, write down 3 ideas for finding new customers, and then you can mail it to Stampin' Up. What I really liked about this was like color personalities. So it's basically on what color you like says what you are. So if you're brown, brown is comfortable, red is bold, pink is romantic, orange is energetic, yellow is creative, green is loyal, blue is serene, purple is rare, and black is determined, and gray is modern. So then it has these different phrases that go with it. So I would say I'm a blue. I like my reds. So interesting. So that was fun. And then they had this bingo game that you could go around and ask people, and then you handed it back in and you got a prize. I didn't do it, but I kept it because I thought this would be a great idea to do one of my team meetings or an event. So I thought that would be fun to do. So I'll just photocopy that and then put there. And then just some of my notes from some general sessions. So let's just put this away. So that was what we got. And then also there was, we had some breakout classes. We had, because of my title, I was able to go one about team meetings. So that was fun. So we had that. And then in our bag also was our name badge. So it had like our name and then our titles based on, and then what we achieved throughout the year. So this was my name badge, which gets heavy. And then just here's where it told you like I was from Canada, my prize patrol and all that. And then we had these pins. So I got this big Onstage pin, and then my 2 pins that I got were a pie and a flower. You could trade them out. I chose not to. I didn't actually put my pins on my lanyard until I got home, just because it makes it heavy. And then I gifted my team. I had 9 of my team members there with me in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I had lanyards. So I gifted that to them, so they had just a more sturdier one to hold. So that was in our bag. And then a letter telling us what our achievements were, and we can go get a ribbon. And then because I was my title and I earned Onstage Plus, we got to go to this leader lounge where they had like different treats and things like this. I think this was like my favorite. I was so excited when I saw it because I had been eyeing these up. So it's a nice one. It says Stampin Up, and then it has these really cute purses, and then it just says congrats on earning VIP lounge. So super cute. This just is inspired me to be like, oh, I need a new purse now. It reminds me of like Lululemon style, so I was pretty excited to get that. So let's just move some of this out of the way here. Oops, sorry. So in our bags we had other things, but we also could purchase like memento mall stuff. That's what they used to call it. It was like, that was fun. Which they used to call like product logo stuff that you can buy. So I got these really cool bookmarks. Now I've used one pattern already, but there were different patterns. And I bought a whole bunch, and I'm not going to explain how, I'm not going to say how I'm using them because I don't want to spoil anything. But these were super cool. So they're just like really cool magnetic bookmarks. So that was fun. And like I said, there was 4 in a pack and all different kinds of patterns. And then I also bought some keychains, which were fun, and I've used these for something. So but there were different patterns, and this is the only one I have left. So different keychains. And it's funny, I actually saw online last week, just in social media, a keychain that looked like this. I was like, oh my gosh, Stampin' Up's so trendy. And then these are cute. These are like lip balm holders. So you can put your lip balm in it and then attach it to your like purse or whatever, so you don't lose it. So that was kind of fun. So I purchased those, and I actually said I got a whole bunch, and I'm using them for surprises and stuff. And then we were able to order, I don't know about you, but I'm always like looking for notebooks. And we had these. So there's like a strawberry one. And these are actually some of the Incolours. So this is Cloud Cover, which is pretty nice, and I love this. I'm going to show you this in a minute. This is Darling Duck, and this is Timid Tiger, and this is Strawberry Slash. So super cute. And they're just notebooks, like what I love. Like, I don't know about you, but I love their Hey Shonda. I don't know about you, but I love notebooks. So some of these will be handy on my desk. Okay, so let's dive into some more fun stuff. So also during the first general session, we got our new annual catalog, which was pretty amazing. That's like the highlight of going to Onstage, is seeing the catalog before everybody else. It's definitely a perk. I wish I could show you the inside, but I can't because per Stampin' Up rules, but I will be able to dive in on it May 6th. But I have product to actually show you that is from this catalog. So I'm going to show you, we're going to talk Incolours, we're going to talk new product, and I'm going to talk you some stuff that is coming out in May on online exclusives. And these are things that demonstrators can order now. So if it's something they're like, hey, I like that, Ian, I don't know if I can wait till May, you can join my team, my Stamp to Create team, and then you will be able to add it to your starter kit and then place an order. So that is the bonus. So as I said, this catalog was great. You know, I dove into it. The first thing I did at the event was I flipped to the back of the catalog, and I wish I could show you, but I was in pure excitement because my favorite, let's just have an honor moment here, the stylish shape dies are staying for another year. I was so excited. So most of my friends, they're looking at the beginning, and I flipped right to the back because I wanted to see. But then I looked at it later on in the evening in our hotel. But then last week, obviously, when I was sick, I really dove into it. So I will mark up my catalog with my tabs, and I'll definitely show you when I have a moment. All right, so let's dive into some fun things. So first, let's talk Incolours. So at Onstage, they had a product playground where you were able to go around and interact with different booths. And one of the booths was the two-tone cardstock, showcasing a two-tone cardstock. So, and if you've been following me on my Monday night Facebook Lives or my Wednesdays, you know that our two-tone cardstock is coming out. It's actually going to be offered in all 50 colors. So we were actually able to play with it. So we were able to tear it. So it shows you that light white through it. We crumpled it, we sanded it, and then we folded it. So you could see the different tones. And it was a great way for someone who had not seen two-tone cardstock to actually play with it. But I thought this was a neat little tool that they gave us to share, and we can show that with our customers. All right, so then we were introduced to the new 2025-2027 colors. And during Product Playground, we were able to make this beautiful color sheet. So the 5 new Incolours are Cloud Cover, Darling Duck, Secret Sea, which is my favorite, Strawberry Swash, which I really like, and Timid Tiger. So we glued the cardstock, we stamped, and we wrote in the markers. Now you're probably thinking, but Anne, did you miss one here? Like I don't see anything for Cloud Cover. And you're right. Stampin' Up announced at the event that once they started playing around with the Cloud Cover, they realized it wasn't to their quality. So they were telling us at the event that what they do is they actually heat in oven the stamp pads because that will help tell them what the ink does over time as it sits out. And so when they realized they were getting, you can tell this is more of a bluish gray, but they were getting more of a gray and they weren't happy with the quality. So instead of like putting it out there and then having to refund everybody, they have pulled it. So they are working very closely and hard to get that in for us. Fingers crossed it comes. I'll keep you updated, but for now we do have the cardstock and the markers, and then there's blends and all these, but they just weren't there. So as I said, these are the new these are the new Incolours. They will be out on May 6th, and they're available for 2 years. So beautiful colors. This is more of a yellow mustard, and I'm going to show you that in a minute. All right, so in our, we were able to, as at the Onstage event, we were able to do like a PPP, which is a Premier Purchasing Pre-Order. I think that's what it stands for. And then obviously as the rest of the demonstrators were able to order on last Tuesday. So these are our new Incolours. And they are, like I said, Cloud Cover, Darling Duck, Secret Sea, Strawberry Swash, and Timid Tiger. They are called Incolour Flats, and that's what they look like. Aren't they pretty? So I actually was able to get 2 packs. And just because they don't tell you, but if you were to search this item online, and it'll tell you the colors. So just know for future that you can do that. And then I just wrote it down with a marker. So I was able to get the Incolour Pearls. I was able to get the four of the Incolours. So there is Darling Duck, Timid Tiger, and Strawberry Slush. And I wanted to show you this just because maybe somebody doesn't know this trick, but I left one of my ink pads. So this is the new Secret Sea. So yesterday afternoon when I was feeling a little bit better, I decided I would do some work in my room. And I reorganized all my ink pads and cardstocks to match the rainbow color. So in the catalog on page 77, it shows you a list of all the 2-tone cardstocks. That is actually in rainbow color, which is beautiful. Okay, so this is Secret Sea. I want to say it's a little darker than Night and Navy, but when stamped, it almost looks like black. So this might want to be our new black compared to Memento. Okay, so on the back, they have these little stickers, and if you just pull this off like this, let me just throw this in my thing, you get this one. So what I do is I like to put it on here so that when it is sitting in my holder, I can see the name. And then what I do is I also take the other Secret C one, and I'll just hold that there for a minute. So with our ink pads, our new ones, I want you to open them like they are a compact. So makeup, you're going to put it in the middle like this, and then just pull. Now, I don't push it all the way because I want to be able to grip it and pull it. Then what I do is I just put this in here like this. All right. And then that little bit of a lip right there gives you the chance to close it. So that is our new ink pads. We were also able to get all the markers, which I did show you here, the colors, so you could see them. Cloud Cover, Darling Duck, Secret C, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. Those colors are beautiful. So there's that. I didn't want to put that stuff away because I really wanted to show you. So now what I did was I got this idea from my friend Patty Bennett. And if you go to Patty Bennett's blog, which is Patty Stamps, and scroll down, I think it was like last week she did it. She actually gave you a PDF download for all the colors names. I could recreate it, but honestly, she's done it. Send you that way. Tell her I sent you. And I printed these off, and then what I did was I labeled my cardstock because I was watching her video when I was home, and I liked the fact that I could do this tip because, so what I did was I cut them into 4 by 5 1/4, and then I labeled them. But now these are great ways to show you what colors look like. So let's just go here and show you. So this is actually rainbow order. This is the way Stampin' Up has rainbowed it in the new catalog. So cherry cobbler, so they've done like cherry cobbler, real red, poppy parade, right? So there's those 3. And then melon mambo, pretty in pink. So here's our new strawberry slush. So this is what I wanted to show you. So you can see how it really looks nice with pretty in pink, but it looks a little like flirty flamingo. So that's just kind of showing you how. Now, if you were to bring in Melon Mambo, oops, I did remember. Melon Mambo, you can see it's a little more reddish there, but really super cute. So there is our one new color, which is Strawberry Slush. Just hold that there for you for a minute. So that's kind of a nice one. And then Timid Tiger, they kind of put it in between. So if I go to the next, it would be Petal Pink, Calypso Coral, Cajun Craze. There's that new Timid Tiger, and then Peach Pie. So there's those. Now, if I bring in, let me just put this the right so I know I do it the right way. Okay. If I bring in Pumpkin Pie, you can see it's a little lighter. This is more, I don't know, like an orangey. This is more orange, but I think this more has like it's hard to tell. But those are the colors. So this would actually go like this. So those would be nice, right? I like peach pie and pumpkin pie together. But it's nice when you make your cardstock like this because then you can actually play around with it and see what color combinations you like. Okay, so then the next one, and as soon as I saw this color, I was saying to some of my downline, I'm like, it reminds me of a yellow, mustard yellow, and actually pretty much. So there's Crushed Curry, Daffodil, Lemon Lolly, and Darling Duck. Now, this to me more has a yellow tone. This to me more has a greenish tone. So I think Darling Duck looks like mustard. I don't know. It's an interesting color, but as you can see, like, it's really different than Daffodil. And definitely darker than, like, different than Crushed Curry. So, but here with Lemon Lolly, it looks more greenish, right? So there's those colors. So the next color we have is the new Cloud Cover, which is very pretty. So let's just get you the 3 near that so you guys can see. So we have Costa Cabana, Pool Party, and then there's Cloud Cover. So it's like a bluey gray. You know what this reminds me of? My bathroom color. I have, my main floor bathroom has this bluey gray, and I loved it so much because it reminded me of the coast that I put it in my mudroom. Mudrooms you want to make fun looking because you're always in there doing laundry and it's a chore. So when you make it fun, it makes you want to be in there. And then as you can see, it's definitely more like there's balmy blue. So you can definitely see the colors. So it'll be interesting to see what people pair with that. Now, I think if I remember, let me see. So here is, let's just put these two away. Like here's Misty Moonlight. To me, that's really pretty. I like that color combo, especially if you were doing like a ocean or nautical. So that's really pretty. Okay, so let's put that down. Okay, so then the next colors are Azure Afternoon, Misty Moonlight, and then there's that new Secret Sea. It looks black, little so interesting in the color where they have it in between Misty Moonlight and Blueberry Bushel, but when I put it up against Night and Navy, it's definitely more blackish. But when you put it up against black, it's not a true black. So there is those colors. And like I said, super, like I love this color. Like I just think that's going to be a nice one. And then the last one, I think that was it, right? Yes, we did them all. But I'm just going to show you. Let's pull this back in here for a minute. So here's Secret Sea, and there's black. Reminds me of the blends. The blend color has the light and the dark, so you can really see the difference there. So that was a neat trick. If you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator or even just a person who loves to craft, I would definitely cut your cardstock into 4 by 5 1/4 and then label them. And now you have these. You could even like put them on a ring. I'm just going to keep these in my drawer. So now when I'm figuring out colors, I can play around with them. But I thought that was a great tip. Okay, so that's all the Incolours stuff. So let me just move some things out of my way here. And I'm going to show you some new product. Okay, so at Onstage, we had giveaways. So we had either all attendee giveaways or we had Prize Patrol. This was one of our all attendee giveaways. I'm so excited I got this. This is actually a $1 Million Achiever, which means when you reach that sales title, you get to work with a concept artist to design a stamp set in your name. And just want to note that only 1% of the global demonstrators earn this achievement. So it's like you have to work hard to get there. I loved it. When I first saw it in the catalog, I was like, oh, I really like it. And it was the first one we won. So I'm pretty excited. I can't wait to ink this up. It's nice that you have the big, bold greetings, but at the same time, you have like, thank you, or thinking of you, or love you, or happy birthday to you. So you can intermix it. So this one's called Layering Thoughts. You're definitely going to want to add that to your list. Well, all attendee giveaway. No, this was Prize Patrol. So this is the one I won, which was Peaceful View. I'm not sure about it yet, but I have seen some people do some projects with it where they have stamped it in Versamark and then done it in black over top of DSP, and it looks really nice. So it is a background stamp. You could use your markers and color it. You could sponge it. So I don't know. I have to give it a try, but it's called Peaceful View, and that is one of the new background stamps. During Onstage, we also had, Make and Takes. So during Make and Takes, we were given, now if I can find it here, we were given this, which is the new, this is called Celebration Expression. These are the new Memories and More. Now, I have to admit, I should really stamp at Onstage events, but I was so busy chatting with my friends that I didn't stamp. I did take a picture of the projects. But I love the colors. And then there's that. And then you get 4x6 and then 4x6 and 3x4 cards. So you can see they're all these fun patterns. And then we got other stuff to do make and takes. Now, here's the thing. As I said to you, I didn't do them on stage. And now I need to go back and look for pictures so that I can use them. So that was a nice little onstage gift. So then one of the events we were able to do afterwards was called After Hours, Onstage After Hours. And on that one, I believe this is correct. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. We got product to make. Now, I actually think this product was maybe make and takes. I don't know. I can't remember. But we did get the new mix and match greetings for all season. This actually was in our January to April, I believe, and it had been so popular that it carried over. So that's super exciting. They're just like die cut labels with all kinds of verses, so that's super cute. Here is those cardstock. So we actually got a full pack of cardstock. So as I shared with you, like we got a mix. So there is the colors. So you see Darling Duck, Timid Tiger, Cloud Cover, Strawberry Slush, and Secret Sea. So really pretty. So we got a full pack of those. Plus we got a new 12x12 Willow White. And then we got this. And then we had this amazing, I think this was it, Onstage After Hour book that shows you all the different projects that you can make. So when you signed up, you could choose to do this event and you got to pick between 2 stamp sets. One stamp set was called Impression Flowers or Impression and Bloom, and the other one was Turtley Awesome. So I was like, you know what? I have a lot of flowers. Let's go with the turtles. So the neat thing about this was an after-hour event. So it was about 3 hours. You sat at tables and you craft. Okay, I'm going to admit to you, I did not do that. Because it was by Friday night, I was tired, I was hungry, and I just wanted to go back to the room and chill. So I still have to do my projects, but it's okay because I actually have the papers. What I love about this is they have these beautiful sketches and then it shows you the ideas. So I will make them and show you guys. So that was neat, but let's show you what I picked. And then I'm gonna show you the coordinating cards. So I picked was called Turtley Awesome. It's this adorable little turtle set. So I know I have a customer who loves turtles, so she's going to really like this. But look at these cute little turtles. They're so cute. And it says, hope your birthday is turtley awesome. Here for you always. It's okay to take it slow, sweet friend. It is a photo palmer because it is 2-step stamping. So how cute is that? Also, we got was the dies that coordinate with it. So let's just show you here. I haven't even, like I said, I usually would have put these out on for you guys, but I haven't done it. So matching dies, they cut out, so you can see they cut out the turtles and then the different things. So it was really neat because Stampin' Up did like a whole presentation on the Turtley Awesome, and it was a really neat presentation. So that's Turtley Awesome. So that's what we got. But actually, this is part of a new suite. So let me show you that. That suite consists of the bundle. So the Turtley Awesome bundle, which is the stamp sets and dies, has this turtley textured embossing folder. Now this is all in our new 2025 annual catalog, which you will be able to order on May 6th. But I said, if you can't wait, you can join my team. So it's an embossing folder, super cute. I can't wait to try it. Also came with, now I was able to order this on pre-order. This is called Shaded Spruce in Soft Seafoam Ribbon. How pretty is that? And I think, I haven't tried, but I feel like it's going to be, because it's nice and big, you should be able to tie it. Oh yeah, that tied really nice. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Pretty ribbon. So that's called Shaded Spruce and Soft Seafoam, and it's very soft. Like the ribbon is like it's very smooth to touch. Okay, so there's that. Also comes with these shades of green hexagon, which remind me of sea glass. Super cute. And the colors are Granny Apple, Pool Party, Soft Seafoam, and Shaded Spruce. Look how pretty those are. Yeah, you're definitely going to want to order these. Those are cute. And I was able to get 2 packs because I ordered one and then I ordered another one. So definitely going to want to get those. Those are super fun. All right, now here comes the best part. It has coordinating designer series paper. How cute is that? So let's open this up. This is called Turtly Cute. Okay. Oh, sorry, my puppy. So there's that. With that. What is it? Go outside.
There's nothing here.
Oh. Cute there. Sorry. Look at that one. Cute. So like you can see the dies will cut out. Fun pattern there. This one's fun because they've got like beaches and like this one by the turtle pool and someone barbecuing and then a fun pattern there. And then this one is like all birthday party stuff and then cute musical notes. And then this one actually is kind of cute because you can cut it into different scenes and create your own little scenes with the turtles. So how cute is that? Super cute. So that is called the Turtly Awesome. And as I said to you, it is a suite that is in the new catalog. And then we also got Incolored 2-tone cardstock because we were able to do some scrapbook pages. So that was all that. All right, so let's just show you. Okay, so now also at Onstage, we were able to pre-order from the new May online exclusive release. So these products will be available in May. My guess is, I'm not sure if May 6th is a Tuesday, but these will be available in May. If you're a demonstrator, you can order them now on pre-order. So we were able to order, so I ordered these new gems. They're called Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink, which if you like pinks, you're definitely going to want to add these to your list. Look how fun those are. Hold those up. So those are super cool. So those are part of the online exclusive release. You will find in the new catalog, Stampin' Up! Really did listen to what your concerns were last year and how they laid it out. But there's not a lot of ribbon, and my guess is because you're going to see that more be online exclusive. So this is a new paper. Let me see here if I can get into it. This is called Floral Impression, and this is part of a suite, I believe. I just ordered some paper just so I had it. But look at this paper. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So you could literally like cut this. So yellows, my guess is this is the Darling Duck. Really cute. We'll dive into this more closer, like when I can. Some greenery. Look at those sunflowers. This is cute too. Oh, that's pretty too. If you're a floral person, you're definitely going to want to like these. And let me see. I was right. Darling Duck is in there. Strawberry Slush is in there. So really cute. So that's called Florals Impressions. We were also able to order, this is a new suite coming out in May also. This is called Celebratory Sips, which is, it's a really fun like drink, like mixed drinks and stuff like that. So this was a DSP, so I thought this would be fun. So you can make some fun projects with this in the summer. I guess that's a Strawberry Slush. Some florals. Nice green pattern. So, you know, if you don't like one pattern, Stampin' Up! Always has like one side that's geometric and then one is the designs. The cutout drinks there. I saw some cards already made where they've cut these out. There are dies, so my guess is the dies might cut that out. That's pretty funky. And this is cute. If you like your summery drinks. And then this is the last one. So floral. And my guess is there's some colors in here. Cloud Cover is in here. Timid Tiger is in here. Strawberry Slush and Secret Sea. So that coordinates with those new Incolours. We were also able to order this new, this is called Flower Garden specialty paper. Oh my gosh, I can't. Take down. This is really pretty. Now these colors are, let me just pull this out here. These colors are Cloud Cover, Pretty in Pink, and Strawberry Slush. So there's that, and as you can tell, you can tell, but it has like a floral impression in it. So there's one, and then this one is like, almost reminds me of that one embossing folder we had. And then it's the same patterns, but in the 3 different colors. So that's really pretty foil if you're looking for foil. Let me just show you this way. Oh, let's just take this off. It's driving me crazy. Actually, I have to remember the name of it, so I'm going to show my team. Okay, so there's the Cloud Cover. Here is, I think that's Pretty in Pink, and then there's Strawberry Slush. So look at that. That is pretty. That will also be available. Okay, so my favorite from the new May online exclusives. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this because I love nautical. It reminds me of the East Coast, and that's where my grandparents live. My dad's from the East Coast. It's called Sunrise Sail. So it is a photo Palmer stamp set, which is 2-step stamping. And I love it because it says, happy retirement, best wishes, congratulations, you deserve the best. Your destiny for great things, ahoy. So you can use it for many different occasions. But the neat thing about this is actually comes with, hi Tammy, actually comes with a hybrid embossing folder. So what you get was, let me show you the dies first. Thank you, Tammy. I am slowly starting to feel better. First day back to work today after like almost 2 weeks. So I'm getting there. It's going to take time, but I missed my Facebook Live, so I thought I better do one. All right, so Sunrise. So, oh, you get these. I haven't even opened these dies. So these must be waves, and then you get clouds and the boat, which will die cut that boat out, and then you can make little sailboats, and then birds. That's kind of fun. And as I said, this is a hybrid embossing folder, so we're like, what does that mean, Anne? So you get the stamp set, the dies, and you get this gorgeous embossing folder called Sunrise Sailing. It's pretty beautiful. I can't wait to try that out. And you can tell it's really enraged, like that's me doing it. So I'm excited. So this is new online exclusives that will be out on May 6th. But as I said, if you can't wait, I would join now because you're going to get it. You can put it in your kit and then, or add other stuff to your kit and place an order to get this stuff at a discount. So you can get 20% off or higher depending on your title. So that is all of the products I have for my Onstage recap. So as you can see, I shared with you things I got at Onstage. We talked about the new 2025 Incolours. I showed you sneak peeks from the new catalog, and then sneak peeks coming from our May 2025. Yes, Tammy, it is going to be one long list. I totally agree with you. There's still things I want, but I'm kind of waiting till April. So make sure you set your alarm for Wednesday, April 2nd. Can you believe that? Today is the last day of March. I cannot believe that. March just flew by. April 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to show you my swap cards that I got along with some gifts that I got from friends while I was on stage. I didn't want to do it all in one. I thought it would be better to do 2. So I will upload this video and I will put this video on my YouTube channel and also be on my blog. So if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that. Make sure you check me out over my blog. My blog hasn't been posted to in the last few weeks just because I've been sick, but I'm working on that. And then probably one more week of and then we'll be back to our regular Monday nights and Wednesday nights with product and things like that. And I will be adding some new things, so I'm working on those. But I'm excited to craft with you. I'm excited to share with you this new 2025 annual catalog, help you make sure you guys get your 2024 last product. So big day tomorrow in the Stampin' Up world. So April 1st is when Stampin' Up is releasing the last chance list, which means those are the products that are either going to leave or be carried online. And those things will go quick. It'll be while supplies last. So make sure you check that link out tomorrow. And because I don't want you to miss out on all the great products that might be leaving us in the 2024 catalog. I don't even know what it is. I haven't even seen the list. But you know, I was thinking this when I was at Onstage, and Sarah Douglas kept saying, and I really want to end my videos this way because I think it's truly puts perspective of what we do. But this stamping thing we have, it's bigger than you and me. It's global. I joined because I love the products. I now share it with you guys because I want you guys to love the products, but it's more about me and you. It's about the bigger picture, and that is a global community that is brought together by friendships and stamping and just the love we have for crafting. And when I look at that and think about that is an amazing thing. So by coming on Monday nights and Wednesday nights, I hope that I am sharing that love of creativity with you, and that maybe it will help brighten your day. Maybe you've had a crappy day. Maybe you're just like, you know what, I need to escape for a few minutes. I hope these videos will help you realize that you are part of this amazing stamping community, and we're glad to have you on with us on this journey. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm going to go sit down and watch TV and catch my breath here. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you have any questions on anything you saw, please let me know. And as I said, make sure you set your alarm for Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I will be back to show you my Onstage swap cards. They're pretty cool. I got some really cool ones. So thanks so much for joining me tonight. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye, everyone.